Holy shit, subscribers. I have to talk about this before I actually go insane. I have not been okay these past 24 hours. And it's because of this one fucking Tinder interaction. This is going to be me venting. Also, trying to do an actual fucking case study on what the fuck just happened here. So, I swore off dating apps for a long time. Like, I dropped them in probably late 2019. I was just like, I give up. I can't do this shit anymore. Also, dating apps are on purpose trying to get you to pay, and they just hide all your likes and make it difficult for you to get in contact with fucking anybody. So I was like, I don't need this shit. So I dropped them. But then the pandemic happened, and all like ways of trying to meet people just went down. It was just like not a good idea to go to large gatherings or just be anywhere out in public if it wasn't like getting the essential shit like food, supplies, and that's it. Go back home, loser. So that went from 2020 to 2021, and now like kind of near midway 2022, things are kind of starting to go down. I was gonna talk about my feelings on like some of the restrictions being lifted in a different video, but I figured things were getting normal-ish enough for me to try to start putting myself out there again. Also, I didn't see the harm in it. But this time, I started up Tinder and what's it called? OkCupid, and I wanted to try putting myself out there again. Not like I got any this like newfound confidence. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna start buying. I'm gonna start trying different body sprays and colognes and face wash and just like very easy cosmetic shit. I mean, I already shave regularly. I get haircuts like when I feel like it, pretty much. Sometimes I keep the fro going. Sometimes I'm like, actually, this is getting annoying to maintain. Also, I'm not like I'm going out to events anyway. Just cut it and get it over with. It's like try to make it nice to go to work. What's the point? So I started up a new Tinder profile, and I started taking newer pictures of myself because I was really coasting on pictures I took in fucking 2016. And like old pictures of me in high school, like there was no point in keeping around anymore. I love this one. Let's see. So this is like day 3 or 4 of firing up Tinder again. I have swiping as normal. You max out your likes, which sucks. This is how they get you to be like, oh look. We have Tinder Gold, get unlimited likes, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, I don't care. I'll just match genuinely and only swipe on profiles that I think I could actually get along with instead of like, oh, this girl's thick, she's hot. I don't give a shit about blank profiles anymore. And I'm sick of seeing, like, I talked about this in another video, really old video, but I was sick of seeing, like, women, with pictures of themselves at Machu Picchu. And it's like, how do they all fucking have this same picture at Machu Picchu? This is ridiculous. So I photoshopped myself in Machu Picchu as a joke, but all that ever did was make people go like, or it made this one person DM me just to say, hey, just want to let you know your picture is obviously fake. Like, yeah, no shit, that's a joke. You don't get my humor. I already said this. TM. I said the exact same thing. But long story, long context short, I met this one person. I swiped them because they made it clear that they were like a gamer girl, and she was on the plus side, which is my type. I like that, and they like very, according to the pictures, they had very similar interests in me. They said it in the profile, I collect indie games and I'm interested in like tech stuff. Like, okay, cool. A lot of things checked out initially, so I was just like, all right, sure, whatever, swipe that. I didn't expect them to match back so soon. This was within like 10 minutes. So, first message, they sent a heart emoji. And usually what I do is I go for the small talk and talk about interests. And then, like, what I wanted to do is cut to the chase more and be like, okay, you want to meet? Can I buy us lunch or dinner or something? Not like as a full-on date, but just like a get to know each other meet. Like, you can't meet someone for the first time as a date. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Also, I don't want to talk forever and ever in text. I fucking hate texting now. So, I want to meet as soon as possible and just like get the shit going from there. If it turns out we're not really for each other after that, then we could be friends or something. Shit, I don't know. I'll have to do this first. The first pick. Okay, this person, for context, is like they're kind of like a light-skinned black girl, I guess. I guess people I showed this conversation to couldn't really tell. I don't know what this is. But yeah, they were that. And this is gonna make sense later, but the first picture of them was they had this like Game Boy Color border with a Game Boy T-shirt on, and this was just their first picture. And I saw the rest of the pictures that they were in like fishnet outfits and like other weird shit. But everything else like was pretty much the same kind of clothes I wear. And they were talking about. I said, hey, cool taste in Game Boy Color games. I grew up a lot of those. Your taste in games are A+. There was like a picture of them holding a PS4 or 5 controller. I don't know which one it is. And they said that they were a Twitch streamer in their bio. Like, okay, I get the vibe of this person. Something similar to me. Like, a little bit of a creative and also a gamer, sure. And I was just like, oh yeah, is your mod all cool with like a backlight? Because I was just assuming that people get mods and it's like the exact same, but a really nice mod would have a backlight because Game Boys didn't used to fucking have those. So I was like, I was trying to keep the small talk going. You know, like, yeah, it's a mod. Then they changed the subject immediately to, so when are you getting your haircut? Like the pictures I had of myself were just not good enough, I guess. And they're just using this time to ask me, when's your next haircut? Because obviously you have a shit hair and you need to get a haircut. Like, I get haircuts when I fucking feel like it, pretty much. Like I said, you know, I get it cut when it gets too long. I do have a, like, when I do get it cut, I make sure it's like, you know, the fresh looking cut. You get the sharp edges around your head. I told them to like give it the box shape, you know. But that's like the same way every black man's hair gets cut, you know. That is like the default quote unquote clean cut, and it's fucking easy, right? But I took these pictures of myself like mid growth, so I guess what it looks like is it's not even like a mini fro. She called it a mini fro. Also, first of all, this woman is fucking spamming me. There's a little like in joke I had with my friends about how, oh, you never double or triple text because that's weird. Meanwhile, this fucking chick sends me six in a row, and she's just arguing with herself about how all this way all men are to her, and it talking to me like I'm this one guy who can do something about it. Like, holy shit. So after that first convo about my haircut and Game Boys, she starts going into how men have no excuse to look cheap as they do. It's not like we need makeup or anything, so there's no excuse. And I'm just like, okay, fair. I didn't know what else to say to that. I never run into this like judgmental fucking behavior before. So it's just like, okay, fair. Trying to find a little bit of common ground for some reason. I like usually you start talking about interests, but this person just started demanding I edit my appearance immediately. Like, holy crap, dude. And after like actually spamming me, she says, "Yeah, well, my back hurt from carrying every single convo on Tinder. I'm tapping my ass off to all these men getting one-word replies. None of you know how to share anything about yourselves." Like, okay, she's venting to me about all men. It's like she just had this bad conversation just beforehand, and is taking it out on me. Like, oh my god, I'll take one man who can carry a conversation. Just one, Lord Jesus. I'm like, I'm chilling. I just said, girl, you sent 6 texts in a row. How is anyone, man or woman, supposed to fucking keep up with this? You insane person. And then she starts attacking my texting speed. Like, oh, okay, it ain't my fault you text so slow. Fucking word nigga ass. Like, slow typing ass. Like, oh my god. It is impossible. This person is, like, insatiable to text. And they demand that I respond to their fucking 6 texts in a row. Like, what the fuck is this bitch's problem? And I mean, I'm gonna go into that further as I talk, but like, first I'm just gonna go over all these texts before they finally unmatch me. I need a heal. The problem with this game is it's not like ever practical to be melee attacking. Fuck. Because it's not, you don't have a good way to like stagger enemies. They just kind of hit you as you're trying to hit them. This isn't like fucking Hades where you can actually stun or anything. Okay, I'm gonna die again. But anyway, they go back to attacking my hairstyle. Or not even, it wasn't even like a hairstyle. It was just, I should have been taking pictures of myself with a hairstyle instead of like let myself take pictures mid-cut. I need to have like studio quality pictures on all of my fucking photos. So I was just like, oh, she's accusing me of not going to the fucking barbershop every week. Like, that's what, like $30 every week? No, I'll get it cut. Hair fucking doesn't grow that fast, alright? Like, who in their right mind goes to the fucking barbershop to get it trimmed every single week? What the fuck is wrong with you? And I said that, yeah, not everyone has a fucking studio, and I cut it when I fucking feel like it. So he said, well, you figure it's playing you, because it's ugly and everybody you have is short. Like, you want to attract a woman or what? You want a woman or a man? Like, whoa. I didn't think to ask this, but like later I'm like, who the fuck hurt this person? Where am I? This is not the central hub zone. One of the big view Mew toys started out my scuzzy dongle. Okay. I just like, the only thing I can say is like, Jesus Christ, you're going off on me for no reason. And they're like, because a fresh cut is a woman's weakness. This works for every single woman. So you should be doing this all the time. 100% all the time. Always be on. Like, if a woman has to do it, so should men. I don't get it. Men don't try anymore. They're just going off. Like, what am I supposed to say to all this shit? And they're just like, you're probably getting a bunch of left swipes because you're ugly ass. I was like, why are you even talking to me then if you think I'm ugly? What? And then she's like, I forgot to screen cap this stuff, but she was like, oh, you're not, I don't think you're ugly, you just choose to be. Like, you could be so much better, you know? I was like, that's when I was like, okay, somebody gave this person a complex and they're taking it out on me. Like, they must have just had they must have just had a really bad conversation with someone beforehand, and now they're, or maybe a long time ago, and this is how they're just choosing to talk to men. So I'm just like trying to explain myself for some reason, like I had to, as if I had to, and I was just like, yeah, I took these pictures like after not using dating apps for a long time, and I feel like she was implying I should have gotten a haircut to take pictures alone, not just for the occasion or just for general maintenance, you know. He says this like every time I show even a little bit of backbone. She's like, you just keep lifting excuses. You want more women or not? You want a pussy or not? Like, acting like this is general advice when it's more just like, this is how you tailor to me and only me advice. This isn't like general advice. What the fuck? Like, what did he say here? Because I could easily put my big ass in some Lane Bryant old floral bullshit and cut my hair too short because it's hot and have every excuse, but I don't. Even my men's shirt in my profile, I cut the color to flatten my shape and make them. She's making edits. Like, heavily edited pictures is against fucking Tinder TOS. So, like, you're not even supposed to do that shit. And some part of me was like, okay, I've never gotten this fucking kind of criticism before. So I at first I was seeing it as advice, as genuine advice, but later I'm like, this person is actually trying to manipulate me. So I was like, okay, I'm taking notes, relax. And I'm saying, you know, okay, get a fresh cut and cut it often. Text faster just in case I get crazy spammers like you. And then she's going on to say, all people can say is I'm fat. They can't say I'm dusty, I'm stink, I'm my hair, but skin mad. And so there, I'm like, okay, she's probably said this shit to men before, and all she's gotten back is, oh no, well yeah, well you're fat. So she's gotten this enough times to be so angry at every man she comes in contact with. Ugh. And then she's like, well, women don't spam. We can't rave your fucking conversation because we naturally learn to type faster because all y'all say is how y'all doing. What's it? And let's link. And I tried to counteract the fat comment there. It was like, well, obviously I like big girls. I'll admit that. So I would never just bring that up to a person as a fault. Like, if there's a big girl I like and she's being a bitch, I'm not gonna be like, well yeah, you're fat, because I just wouldn't be like that. Like, that's not fucking nice. The main thing is she's talking to me like I'm every single man. And I forgot to screen cap this part, but I said, I feel like you're taking every single negative experience you've had with men out on this guy right here, me. And then later she's like, well, you like anything if you like big girls, obviously. You're just a nerd in a gaming tee. And what, like, some of my pictures had me in an N64 shirt. My other pictures had me in, like, my non-graphic t-shirt. Because I know that's a little bit tacky. So, and I use my thick, nice jacket. And I'm wearing it with, like, the sleeves out. Because I think that looks cool. Like, I have a vision of myself that I'm doing. Like, and I don't care, like, who the fuck doesn't like it. Ugh. Oh, she says you and you're in a gaming team with no edge up. You have so she's basically matched me just to say I have no game. It was like, well, why are you even talking to me in the first place? And then she made some comment about my dumb chin hair. Like, what am I trying to do with my chin hair? Because I was cutting around my face and I left a little bit of the chin hair. Not like going down the neck because that's weird, but like I thought like a little bit of chin hair was like kind of like beard style. I don't know. I'll die, whatever. I don't care. And she's like, if I can lose 100 pounds, then a man can learn to dress. Like, she has this kind of impossibly high standard. Not even impossible, just like a high standard. She's trying to oppose on a guy that like doesn't really need all this shit, you know? And she's like, oh yeah, the chin hair is not an issue. I don't know if you want like beard sash or chin hairs. She said, it just looks like you don't know what you want. You're just growing shit out just to do it. Like, oh my god. Like, doing anything specific? Do you even own accessories? Do you even... What about your fucking wardrobe? Is it 90% closet and home clothes? You don't own anything... You don't own any outfits a woman would actually be attracted to. Like, yeah, my sole existence is to be based around women's approval. Like, what the fuck? I thought the whole point of, like, I thought one of the aspects of men is that they could wear what they want without, and yeah, that was the whole, like, one of the aspects of men, like, masculinity, is that they could wear what they want without the need for someone else's fucking approval. So there, I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying, but isn't like one of the tenets of feminism to be like, oh, women don't have to do shit for the sole purpose of getting a man or like trying to get a man's approval? Why am I getting the opposite end of this? And the whole accessories thing, like, you're literally telling me to own more material objects to be more attractive. Like, what about my fucking personality? Like, I thought that was the whole thing with most women, is that they're not attracted to all this superficial shit. They're more about like the personality and shit. Yeah. So I just found this all heavily ironic that I was even getting this kind of commentary on my fucking appearance. Or saying all the kind of shit that I should have, instead of like have a fucking personality, because I guess I need to dress for every occasion, not just an occasion. I need to be on 100% all of the time for some reason. Like, god damn. It's just, who hurt you? I wish I had the peace of mind to just like interrupt all this by calling this person out on this crap. But I just didn't. You also couldn't just fucking talk to this person in texting because how often they were fucking spamming me. Like, how are you supposed to combat this other than to just stop talking to them and let them be them fucking bitchy selves? Like, goddamn. Because there's knowing what you want, and then there's actually telling someone to be who they want you to be for approval. Like, holy shit, dude. I'm gonna be saying like holy shit most of this video, just so you know. Just keep in mind, we're in the getting to know each other phase, and now we're already on my appearance and mine alone, not about her. Just like how shitty I look. Like, Jesus Christ, man. And then she's saying like, I said, well, I took most of these pictures the same day, obviously. I mean, it's why my hair is in, like, the same way on all these pics. Like, even though it's mid-growth, I did pick it out just to, like, get it even looking. And I was like, well, I'm going to take like good, I'm trying to take better pictures later with a friend or something, and because even I'm like, pictures in bathrooms with you holding your phone in the mirror is fucking stupid, and a lot of women do this, a lot of men do this, everybody fucking does this shit. It's tacky. I agree, and so I that's the thing I try to avoid. And even the pictures I took, like, I should probably get pictures that aren't just me in my room and inside my house. So that's why I went out and I took pictures of like around the area I live and try to get like good angles. But this is a guy, me, who already doesn't think they look good at any angle. So hearing this shit is just like twofold, and I've been feeling worse about myself. Like, God, and then it's just like, this is more excuses. Are you someone saying to look ugly? Because my pussy won't get for that, and you just go to the friend zone. Like, at this point, I'm not even worried about dating you, obviously. Since all you're gonna do is tell me how shit I look all the time. You don't even know who I am. You haven't even met me in person. You don't know my fucking wardrobe. Like, Jesus Christ. You don't know what I even like to wear. Because what you're presenting, I'm not gonna fuck that guy. Like, okay. Great. I didn't know this. You texting me was gonna be about your approval. Not even just like getting. I got this again. What the heck? Not even just like getting into knowing each other over our interests. Like, this is not a normal conversation you have on dating apps. I'm saying that right now. Because they're out here just saying, like, all men are this, all men are that, all men are they're being all AMAB right now, and I'm just like, you're literally putting me on the defensive. What else am I supposed to do? I'm not really making excuses. I'm just being like, you're kind of demanding. There's nothing up here. What the heck? But the good news is I can't open that, so there's no good news. I thought the thing was gonna be over here. Because some part of me is like, okay, they're fair. They're going off on my appearances, but they're at the same time they're being impossible to please. So they're not being fair. They're being the opposite of fair. They're being actually judgmental over like really stupid shit. So I'm like, you're putting me on the defensive. What am I supposed to say? Yes, ma'am, I'll do what you want me to do. Please don't block me. Please don't unmatch me. I'll be your perfect guy. Like, somebody broke this person to the point where they have to break other people. I'm gonna get into this later, because that's my theory. I'm still going over the fucking text. Whew, and they're still going off, and I'm about to respond to the friend zone thing. Like, or you know what? Say how you look with the struggle mini fro no lineup, then that N64 shirt, meet a fat white woman with too short pink hair that wears no makeup and smells like chicken of the sea. Like, oh my god, this person has. I'm thinking this person must have been either cheated on or left for a white woman, and so now she's bitter about it. And there's another theory I have with that too. And like, she's like, look at your presentation. Wait, no, this is wrong. The fucking controller is also using the Windows, and it's annoying. So I'm responding to the friend zone comment. Okay, at the very least, I can see us maybe being friends, kind of the kind where you shit on me, but also being honest, I guess. Like, I'm trying to deflect and take a lot of this well. Earlier I was like doing witty retorts. Like, when they were just going off the first time about my haircut, I was like, oh my god, what did I do to deserve this? Like, what's going on? I was like, damn, get the chicken because you grilling out here. And when she was like, okay, you're gonna get no bitches in the future, being your ugly ass, I was like, okay, damn, I didn't know Raymond Simone was in the chat. She was like, that's because Raymond Simone got swagger, okay? Like, actually just dodging my joke. Like, And I forgot to say this earlier, but she was complaining about how her brother looks and how he's kind of a nerd too. And this guy wears like shorts and flip flops and like Hawaiian t-shirts or something. I don't fucking know. And I was like, well, I don't dress like that. Also, I can be silly, but I'm not like socially awkward because that's just how I am, and people have to accept me for that. I'm not like the Scott Pilgrim, I'm so awkward type, because I know I hate that too. But I'm not that, so what are you going on about? And then just assuming a bunch of shit based on these pictures I took. I mean, to be fair, what else do you have to go on? But also, you haven't met people in person to be able to fucking talk to them like this. Like, Jesus Christ. Also, you wouldn't think that I would not wear a... She was assuming that I would wear an N64, my fucking gamer t-shirts to a date. I'm like, you don't know what I would wear on a date. And she was just assuming more shit. And she was like, well, this is all up to you. Like, this is up to your decision. I'm just being honest. I'm a blunt, like, quirky girl who's just being honest. If you can't take my shit, then you're not gonna get any woman. Like, oh my god. And if I'm not shitting on you, because if you take my advice, you have lots of women. And I was trying to call them out on this. Like, they were ragging on me for having an N64 shirt, but literally their first picture was them in a Game Boy shirt. And then she gave it her excuse as like why her Game Boy shirt is okay. It's like, well, my Game Boy shirt is okay because I actually edit my pictures and I do this and I do that. I still have to put makeup on and do this and do that. Like, what the fuck is your problem? You're the one making... That's an excuse right there. I just called you out on literally doing the same shit I was doing, and you named a fucking excuse. Fuck you. Yeah, going back to me trying to be more proactive about where I take my pictures. This was when I was making my profile again. Fuck. Yeah, that's when I decided, I should actually go outside and use, like, the timer function on my phone's camera to try to take pictures without just me holding it like a selfie, like an asshole, like I've seen so many people do. So, yeah, I tried that, and there's, like, in my complex, there's, like, little fountains everywhere. So I took a picture of myself sitting on the fountain, and then she's like, you have a photo of you sitting on a dusty-ass, nasty brick wall. What's that about? And I was like, why? She's like, why? And I was like, well, this is where I live. And she's like, well, matter of fact, I don't care why. It's like, I gave her a real answer. And she decided not to care. Okay. Also, bathroom pics are lame. That's why, because I said, that's what I mean. But, like, I don't want to take the stereotypical dating app picture. It's like, okay, here's me at a party. Here's me at a bar. Here's me in my bathroom against the mirror with all my fucking shampoo and shit and soap laid out. Like, I hate those kind of pictures, but I think people are just not doing that shit. Or and you know what, here I was aiming all the shit that I see that it's annoying that I think that women do. Like, for example, the Machu Picchu picture thing. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna show off how you travel, okay. Like, who gives it? I don't give a shit. Who really gives a shit where you went? In the dating tropes I'm seeing of women is that they're always talking about how they want to see the dog more than you. There's a picture of their dog in the picture, not even them at all. People, they also have no bios. They don't say anything. All they ever write is like, oh, if you want to just know more, just ask. Like, and this is why men maybe just... This is probably why men on dating apps open up with hey or hi, how are you doing? Because they leave no fucking bios to talk about anything with. They're not interesting. They're not even making themselves look interesting. So I gave my piece on that. And then she's like, okay, well, what's that have to do with me and talking about you? Like, totally deflecting like what I was talking about. And then I said, well, I'm just doing the same shit you're doing, talking about like the other gender on dating apps. She's like, well, this has nothing to do with you, so we need to go back to you. We need to talk about how shit you are. Not even like all the shit that. Because what she's trying to do is make me talk to me about how like other men, how bad other men are, to make me go like, no, I'll do better than them. I'll be better for you, my love. Like the last thing a guy needs to hear is how bad other men are. Like, what are they supposed to do about that? They can't make every man do the right thing. It's just as the same as men can't make all women do the right thing. So why are you talking to me like I can handle all the problems with men these days? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Die. And then she just randomly says women are not attracted to men who look like they don't shower. I'm like, I don't know where you got that, but I shower as fuck. And that's what you represent. You look like a man who doesn't shower. Like, you can't even tell that from looking at me. You can't even tell that from looking at someone. You can't even tell by looking at a picture that they use cologne, use body spray, or try to smell good or anything. You have to actually be around the fucking person. You can't tell this shit from pictures. You're a fucking idiot. God damn. There's an older picture of me holding my Keyblade necklace up, which I like, if I was like actually, like, that's like the one accessory I probably use. I don't really like accessory heavy like fashion. Like, that's just so extra. It's like, I think heavy accessory is trying too hard. Like, oh yeah, what I should get a gold chain, a necklace, a bracelet, a gold watch. Like, who the fuck uses watches anymore? Or I should get like grills and all this stereotypical shit. I should carry a brass knuckle on my hand. And you know, I wish I made the joke when she was complaining about how she was assuming how I would go on a date. I was like, maybe I should wear a pimp suit so I can go there and slap your ass for talking to men this way. I have the fucking peace of mind to do that at the time. Yeah, but there's a picture of me holding my Keyblade necklace up. And she's like, that picture of you holding the key, like, that's obviously forced. You have no confidence. I was like, she's saying I look like someone who drinks Mountain Dew, Doritos, and Morty on the watches Rick and Morty while playing Xbox. Like, holy shit. All this stuff she's getting just from a few pictures. Just Christ. Meanwhile, there's pictures of you in front of your PlayStation trophy screen, showing that off, and your PS5 controller. Fuck you. At least I didn't even put... At least I'm just wearing a gaming shirt. I'm being subtle about my nerdiness. Like, what the fuck? And, you know, the Keyblade necklace thing is maybe roping, I don't know, a Kingdom Hearts fan, or someone who knows what the fuck that is. And she's just like, oh, what this fucking picture? Like, oh, what did Keyblade do? You're not even, like, powerful to who? No. She's just like, ooh, what did fucking Keyblade do? You know, you're trying to, like, you're trying to give the implication of confidence when you actually have none. Like, oh my god. And I was referring, of course, I'm too late to responding to which picture she was talking about, but I was responding to the picture of me in the fountain where I'm wearing my thick jacket. I'm wearing my no graphic shirt with my necklace, and I'm responding to that saying I look fly and intimidating and powerful, because there was a Discord chat where we were all sharing like stupid photos of each other. And I put those pictures, and someone was like, you know what, you look kind of intimidating. But another friend was like, you know what, you're kind of fly, but intimidating. I was like, I'll take that. You know, it was a little bit constructive. It wasn't like super damning, like fuck. So that's what I rolled with. And then she's like, powered photo who? But the barber chair strike? Because she was going on and on about how black men are just afraid of the barber shop. They don't like cutting their hair. Like, she's saying just so much shit in a broad sense I couldn't possibly dispute or argue against. Like, God. And she's like, would it have, later, she's like, would it have killed you to face you in the vat ass zit off your face? Like, I don't even know what she's talking about. I'm looking at my face right now. I have a zit, but that was after I took the picture, so I don't even know what the fuck she's seeing. She must have used, like, Enhance on her fucking Batman layer-ass computer to see all of my fucking imperfections. And, like, this is what I mean by zero effort. You're not even at least trying to lie about yourself to make yourself look good. And then I was like, photo editing? Ew? That's actual lying. And so, like, zits are supposed to go away. This is a dating app. You're supposed to make your looks look perfect in every way. It's not actual lying because that zit is going to be there for all eternity. That's what I mean. Like, it's lying when they see me in person, and they're like, you know, you don't look like your photo. It's like, that's because it's an edited photo. Like, that's a definition of fucking fooling someone. I don't know where the fucking teleporter is. And then they're just like, nothing is about, like, trying to be good for who you want. You want. Nothing is about being yourself. Everything is about attracting a woman in a man's sense. Everything a man does should be for a woman's approval. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Man cannot have any identity outside of trying to attract a woman. It's about attracting a woman, you fucking idiot. Like, fuck. And she's just going on about, like, this is why men don't try. This is why men do this, men do that. Like, oh my God. This is just the fuck. I'm actually receiving psychic damage at this point. Yeah, I'm using that phrase. Psychic damage is a Pokemon term that they're appropriating into talking about other people. What the fuck are you supposed to do? This guy attacks too fast. They usually put, like, a chest in the corner up here with a heart or something. Oh, I have range. Oh, I have a fire school. So I have to wait for it to come back. Great. Yeah, but yeah, they're just telling me, like, everything I'm doing has to be for a woman's approval. Like, God. This person sucks. And I didn't have the peace of mind to just be like, fuck you, because that's exactly what they wanted, too. They were waiting for me to call them a fat bitch, because the men she talks to like this, or just resort to that. So I didn't want to give her the satisfaction of me unmatching her first, or blocking her, or whatever. Like, I tried to be a little diplomatic. Like, if I can get a female friend out of this, I don't care. Or, you know, someone who pretended to actually want to help me, like, meet other women. God. And the last thing she says to me is, you know what, I'm drained, I'm done typing. Are you willing to make an effort in your appearance? I can tell this wasn't in general, this was, like, for her. And she was like, ew, you got zits too, and you can do skincare. You need to do skincare, you need to buy expensive, like, shit to cover all your face and get concealer and all this crap. Which is ironic, because earlier, like, the fucking second text, she's like, men do not have to buy makeup, they have no excuse. Literally right here, she's telling me to go do skincare. Like, do not... like, just contradicting motherfucker. She's like, do you want to make an effort for your appearance? And here I'm like, yeah, maybe for someone else. For you, it's pretty much ruined, so I kind of don't care about your approval. She's like, okay, fine. Just want to enjoy your life and no pussy, bro. You're not gonna get any more matches. They're not gonna reply because they're thinking what I said. This was it right here. She's trying to get me to think that every woman I come in contact with is gonna think what she thinks about me. And for a little bit, it worked. I'm not gonna lie. She's trying to convince me that all women, this is what all women want, not just her. All women are about as superficial as her, so there's no point in trying to be yourself at all. Like, And yeah, I got the final word. I'm just like, you know what? Now you're just putting a boy down. This isn't even constructive anymore. You're just attacking me. Like, fuck. So, all of that said, I actually got mad after that. I didn't get to say what I wanted to say because she was fucking talking her fucking mouth off. Like, my heart rate like increased a lot. My head got really hot. I was so fucking mad, and there's nothing I could do about it. So that's what I'm like, you know what? All of this shit she did to me fucking worked. She probably only matched me because she thought I was an easy target for this, like, quote unquote. And I think later I was like, or earlier I was like, I said, you know what? Thanks for the review. Thanks for the criticism. Like, sarcastically. Like, this is all just unwarranted. This is not how you get to know someone. Like, I wasn't going to do that to them. Why are they fucking doing this to me? After that, I usually take a nap before work. And I couldn't sleep. I turned everything off and was like, you know what, I'm done being online today. I don't want to. I tried to tell this to as many people I knew for, like, validation. Like, I just felt so fucking bad after that. Like, I felt less fucking human. And I'm thinking this is what somebody did to her. Somebody must have fucking hurt her so bad that she has to talk to men this way. Like, somebody told her, like, look at you, you're not even doing this, you're not doing that, why aren't you doing this? And she's like, oh my god, I need to say this to every man I come in contact with. So, or some event must have made her feel so insecure that she has to go after men who are just trying to fucking be themselves. And I think she said it earlier. I forgot there's a lot of shit I forgot to screen cap because she unmatched me before I could even, like, get a bunch of stuff. But she's saying all men just want to be accepted for themselves, but, like, they're really just excuses for them to not try, and I hate this shit. Like, oh my god. Somebody probably cheated on her or broke up with her really bad, just made her feel like not worth it, so she has to attack the presentation of every next guy she talks to, like, probably as a coping mechanism to be this super judgmental. Like, I need to do it before they do it to me, kind of thing. And then this is even how you talk. This is not how you talk to men. This is not how you flirt. This isn't even how you fucking make friends. And she fucking told me, oh, I'm not ugly, I just choose to be. Like, why are you even talking to me then if I wasn't your fucking type? If you could tell that based on what I'm wearing in my pics that I wasn't even your type, like, why? This person was, like, actually trying to fix me and mold me into her frame. Super fucked up. Like, this is supposed to be an environment we're supposed to get to know people. Not fucking attack them like this. Like, I mean, in every other conversation I've had on dating apps, like, we could be talking about our interests and organizing a meetup there. But no, she went from 0 to 100 and just decided to go right to, hey, asshole, edit your appearance so I can like you. So that all women can like you, because you're ugly, obviously. Like, what the fuck? I'm going off of my notes that I wrote, so I might be repeating some shit. So, like, everyone's just out here trying to be themselves with what they have, and she literally says to me, you know what, hey, get more accessories, get more material possessions to be more attractive. Because there's a picture of me, holding, like, a box of cologne that I decided to get, and when she commented on that, she was like, you know, she's basically saying it's not enough for men to try to start using cologne. It's you have to spend fucking $500 to find your scent and only use that scent and keep buying that scent. Like, it's not enough to be wearing cologne. I have to know what I should someone like. I have to go through a bunch of cologne. Like, just nothing could ever be enough for this person. Ugh. And I said this before, like, yeah, acting like the sole purpose of every man's addiction needs to be for a woman's approval. Nothing has nothing to do about what you feel good or comfortable in, which is what women are allowed to feel all the time. Like, oh yeah, you want to wear that bikini? Go girl. Oh yeah, hey guy, you want to wear that jacket and shorts? Fuck you. Like, what the hell? Ah. They just spent most of every time what they were saying to manipulate me into saying, yes, I'll do these things, I'll make you happy for every... And then every time a guy shows a little bit of backboner, like, just saying, actually, I don't have to appease you. That's when she throws out the, this is why men don't try card. Ugh. And in the middle of all this, she asked me who it is I'm trying to attract. Like, what kind of woman do I want? Like, okay, well, I gave my honest answer. I was like, well, I kind of want a woman I can talk to about games and art with, and like her opinions on things that kind of maybe aren't this, and someone who will like play games with me and record shit with me and go out with me. And then she was like, well, let me tell you something. Even those women don't have fucking low standards for your sorry ass. I was like, whoa. So it's savagery. Actually, this is a joke my friend made. Actually giving me a Joker origin story for men. Like, Christ. Not that I would ever go that far, but like, it's so funny to think about. Like, she's out there talking to men like this, giving them their Joker arcs for free. Unprompted. Unscripted. Unpositively prompted. Yeah, and I already said that she'll probably take... I already said she's saying I'll probably take some fat white girl with pink hair. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking she already has this predisposed stigma against black women dating other races. And this isn't the first time I've heard this either. I think I've seen other TikToks where like black women complain that women or black women are less preferred because of shit like this, where all they do is just fucking complain about how black men are like... I've seen an old TikTok where this woman was like, you know what, black men just have the same problems as white women. They don't have to deal with the shit we have to deal with. Just this fucking Pain Olympics shit to decide who has it the worst off and who deserves more love. Like, yeah, this is how people should be talking. Fuck. Yeah, like, black women deserve pity dates because they're a dying breed for some reason. Somehow. Like, this is just not how you fucking talk to people. God damn. And other people I told this to, this girl was like, this is prime self-sabotaging femcel type behavior. Literally designed to just put men down and get them to quote-unquote try hard for them and for their interests only. Probably, my theory is so they can show them off to the ex that fucking made them feel this way. And make them feel bad for leaving or cheating on them or whatever fucking situation happened there. Like, they are compensating hard talking to men like this, whoever these women are. Like, going out of their way to do this shit. Like, I would rather be ghosted or left on red than to fucking attack me for how I want to show myself. Like, yeah, I know I could afford to get, like, nice clothes and shit, but this person's literally asking me to have, like, studio quality pictures. It's just not what you do on here. Like, I actually swipe more on the more candid amateur social media ones. Like, those are the more real people. Those are people that I would run into on this fucking, on the road. Like, in the real world. Not in this fucking dating app fucking shit. And Tinder app or dating app algorithms are actually putting forth those kind of people who take those pictures in on purpose. Like, they'll never show you with your fucking 8 megapixel camera on your phone, like, taking, like, amateur pictures. You have to actually boost yourself. It's just rewarding people who pay for boosts and crap. Like, no one's finding each other genuinely. That's the main problem with dating apps. Like, God. Yeah, so I'm saying me with already kind of low confidence. Like, I am forcing myself to put myself out there. What else am I gonna do? Not? Because, like, the thing with what I want is fucking companionship in a real relationship. If I just sit here doing nothing and not try any options, then I'm just as bad as men who don't fucking do anything. And just complain that women don't want them. Like an actual incel. Which I know I'm not. And at the same time, I'm not blaming women either. Like, it's okay to know what you want. It's another thing to just sit there and tell men to be what you want them to be. Like, I already said that to you. But actually manipulative cunt behavior. Where's the fucking teleporter thing? God. Like, if I actually went on a date with this person, it would be like fucking Norbit. Where she's just trying to control me and own me. It's like, this is not what fucking relationships are. Okay, about the presentation thing. I think any respectable man would probably do all of these things for women they're already with. Not to get the approval of women he doesn't even know. Like, who in their right mind would do that? That is actually, like, over, like, low confidence shit. Like, I need all these things to impress women because I have low confidence. Like, that is the definition of that shit. Never mind the fact that, like, yeah, I have, like, fucking I have fucking t-shirts and non-graphic tees. Like, I don't have, like, nice dress shirts right now. But yeah, I would sure as hell go and get one if I was someone like me enough and saw the potential in me enough to go out on a date with me. Or a formal date, too. Like, I'm okay with, like, casual dates, like gaming nights, going to a movie theater, that kind of shit. Going to just get something to eat at a restaurant. We don't want to be... I wouldn't expect either of us to be on this much all the fucking time. It's just unhealthy. Like, this woman's an actual succubus of a human being trying to get men what she wants them to be, just to show off them to whatever ex that made her this judgmental. I already said that. Uh, okay, so the truth is about my wardrobe. I do own mostly shorts. I hate wearing pants. I hate wearing jeans. This isn't even about like me trying. Like I literally feel uncomfortable in those. There's such a thing as nice shorts. There's such a thing as like nice non-graphic tees. There's such a thing as nice graphic tees. There's such a thing as being having low accessories, or just like not being wearing all this bling, wearing all this extra shit. Like, okay, you're impressed by material shit. Why should any man try to impress you? Because they obviously don't. You obviously don't give a shit about their personality. Why should they try for you? Because you will be impressed by how much money they spend? Fuck you. Fuck women like this, honestly. Ugh. And it nearly gave me a fucking complex, because I'm thinking... I'm thinking exactly what I want me to think. Like, okay, now I'm thinking about all the other times I've been like left on red and ghosted. And thinking, oh, they see something unattractive in me that I haven't been seeing in myself. What's my thing? So I think I need to reinvent my entire existence just to appease like either this one woman or women like this one. Like this is so unhealthy behavior for like anybody trying to impress women or people like this. Ugh. And yeah, this isn't quite the first time I've heard anything like this. Because my own mom, I think I talked to this before, but my mom said something similar to me. Obviously not as harsh, but when I came to her with news that I was seeing someone, that I managed to date someone all by myself without help from anybody else, from just being myself. That's when she decides to tell me, like, you know, Andre, we need to talk about how you hold yourself, because right now you're wearing gym shorts and just like a jacket. Like, I'm not attracted. Nobody would be attracted to this. Like, I'm literally just got out of work and I'm just visiting you after. Like, you are unfairly judging me how I would dress based on you picking me up from work just to visit you. Like, I don't... Like, what the fuck? Like, you are even seeing me trying, and you're saying that I'm dressed unattractively. It's like, just... I don't need that shit. And I'm just like, God, can't anyone be fucking happy? Like, this fucking bitch on Tinder literally matched me just to tell me to edit my appearance. As if I could, like, be for them. Like, obviously I'm not. Why are you even talking to me? And she's professing that, like, this is general advice. When it's fucking not. So, oh fuck. In the grand scheme of things, I'm thinking, well, this is probably the worst dating app experience I've ever had. And dating apps still suck. Like, they've gotten worse. Like, Tinder and OkCupid don't even have super likes anymore. Or at least for OkCupid, you only get one per week. A whole another week of trying to ensure someone sees you and can talk to you. Like, fuck that shit. But at the same time, I'm like, well, what are my options to meet people? I hate going to bars and clubs, and I hate going to parties. I hate going to big parties. Like, if it was just like people I know, whatever. But it's like, oh, I'm going to this large gathering with people I don't know, and I have to learn the art of courtsmanship to fucking get a date. And then the whole point of them is to just fucking leave immediately as soon as you get someone. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to a bar just so I can leave. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to a club just so I can leave with someone. Like, cut out the middleman of going somewhere you don't even want to go. And just try to meet people genuinely. Like, God. God, you have just, like, no way of defense. I wish you could block in this game. Or parry or something. Like, I hate just running around, like... I hate attacking and just rolling out of the way. Like, this is not fun. In Dead Cells, you can block, you can parry... yeah, Dead Cells is the best roguelike. Don't at me. Like, I don't go to school anymore. I'm not even just, like, in settings or I can meet people. I don't have, like, a usual place I go to. I don't... That's why... Oh, fuck. It's like dating apps seem more appealing because I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go out of my way to put myself in places I don't even like being. So it's just like, what? I don't believe in meet cutes. Those fucking shits only happen in movies. So it's just, what are my options? I mostly work. And I stay at home. I'm not really like a homebody, but like I want to go out and do things with someone. I can't just be doing it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should be going out and doing shit for myself. But if you're doing something for yourself, you're not trying to meet people. Like, you're going on a dating app to meet people. Like, this is the only environment where it's appropriate. Meanwhile, if you're trying to pick up chicks in school or bars or anything, that's all you went there to do. You didn't go there to drink. You didn't go there to dance. Like, you're literally doing this shit for attracting women. Like, you have no identity. Like, there's no middle ground I can feel. And so I feel like dating apps are my only option. I don't would have died from that. Oh, that's a toxic shield. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm gonna die, so. Anyway, this is RAD. Late introduction, as usual. This is a roguelite. It's kind of annoying. It's really hard to just have a run. And Dead Cells, I can finish a run. And every other roguelite I play, like, it's just... Hades, I can finish a run. This game is so aggravating. Like, there's just not enough... I feel like there's not enough things you can do. But this is RAD. If you're a dev of this game looking for people to enjoy your game, I'm sorry. I use games to vent. I use video games to wind down, decompress, to vent. I record this shit for fucking self-therapy. And it works honestly. I just need to get this shit out. Cause I had to go to work mad. And that did not feel good. I had to come home. I spent the entire night mad. I just couldn't. And I hope I meet women who aren't... Like, obviously I will. I hope I don't meet another woman who's, like, fucking actually like this. And you know the thing? I was mad because I didn't get closure on telling this woman what a fucking manipulative cunt she was. Like, she has no right talking to men like this. I just wanted to be like, who hurt you to think you have to talk, like, to men like this? Like, is this how you flirt? Is this how you get to know people? Is this how you make friends? Because if that's the case, I would actually hate to be on a date with you where you're actually just shitting on me the entire time. Like, if shitting on me is how you get to know a person, yeah, I would hate to actually be on a date with this person. And she's all asking me, like, okay, how would you dress on a date? Like, you did... fucking Walmart shirt wearing ass. Like, why do you... What did you even match me for? Just... Ugh. Yeah. That's it. That was a bad joke.